production. Shout out.
Look, the game of hoops is synonymous with the game of life. You get out what you put in, baby, gotta pay the price. Hard work on the ball court, what it's all worth. Wanna run the fast break, gotta crawl first. Elite hoops at beach, best players in Washington State. Competition at its finest, so who's trying to be great? All the big games come down to the little things. Loose ball and toughness, who gon' make the winning plays? And when you ice cold, who gon' find your inner flame? I was in the local gym, can turn into the biggest stage. Haley Van, lefty cross, going viral, shake 'em off. Get to working on your handles if you tryna be the boss. Nutrition class, enhance health and ability. Test speed and agility with combine drills. 4 girls represented this year, showcase skills. I guess this year's camp got a whole new feel. Oh yeah, and with Mal C, everything is hands-on. Learning from a legend, yeah, that'll help you last long. Nate, Zach, and IT kick knowledge by how to kill in college and do something special under them NBA lights. Ooh, Jamal Crawford elite. Jamal Crawford elite, yeah. This how you work on your dreams, yeah. This how you get to the league.
This for me is what it's truly about. Like, I remember being your guys' age, and I didn't have the knowledge that hopefully you guys get this week. You know, like, I had the Gary Paytons and the Doug Christies, but I was just happy to be around them. I was scared to ask anything. But it's all about your guys' growth. It really is.
This is Jamal Crawford's camp. We're about to get buckets. State champ freshman year. What happens like junior this year?
What it is. Beach one this year.
Did you go state? And at Haley Van 11. Twitter, Haley VLO.
Stevie Smith, Javion Garrett. 2 claps. Second group. Good. Eyes up, good job. Second group, bounce. Good morning,
BAM testing started in Seattle. Now we go all over the world. So we run the combine for the NBA. We test at 25 colleges around the country. Metrics is kind of the new thing in basketball. Today you're going to find out where you are as far as these performance parameters.
I made a lie from a little, a lie on my mental. Careful how you talking, you don't know just what I've been through. Trying to bring me down, you looking like a king and they trying to get that crown. But I'ma hold it down, I'ma get us off the ground. Breaker on the mound, home run, team swinging for the town. I'm awake but still everything you dream to be. A soldier in that front line, I'll show you what it means to be. Life on that green screen, nothing what it seemed to be. Trust nothing, keep a small circle like a DVD. Don't speak to me, man, I hardly slept. Know your hope is faker than a Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to let you guys know it's a couple players in here that we allowed in today because word has been coming back to me and a few of our staff members that they are better than a few people that's in this camp. By popular demand, we let them in the camp today because they feel like they deserve a couple of y'all spots. So just let the intensity be high because we're looking to see if we pick the wrong player.
prepare you guys for college. It may be like, oh, why are we diving on the court? This is what's gonna happen when you keep playing. The higher you go, the harder it gets.
We know you guys are skilled, okay? Are you willing to do the things that separate you? People always talk about the West Coast being soft. F that, okay? We play good basketball here, we play it the right way.
And the greatest players have a certain toughness to them. Like Steph Curry, right? He looks like he's like, oh, I'm a nice guy. He's an assassin. He's an assassin. He'll set the tough screen, he'll do whatever it takes. The toughness isn't fighting, toughness is I'll do whatever it takes to be successful.
Turn off the lights cause we shining now. Life is a feast, I can write it down. We from the muddy, we need it clean. Make sure everyone eat on the team. Nights out in Vegas, I still rock the latest. I feel like the greatest, yeah. Don't miss no payments, yeah. Turn off the lights cause we shining now. Life is a feast, I can write it down. We from the muddy, we need it clean. Make sure everyone eat on the team. Nights out in Vegas, I still rock the latest. I feel like the greatest, yeah. Don't miss no payments, yeah. Listen in lies, but we see the truth. I don't believe it, we need the proof. This thing give me higher enlightenment.
It's like putting your mind in a creative place where you're not thinking of a black screen, you're putting yourself in like a place where you can be creative. And most of you guys don't do ball handling drills like this because they're hard. No one wants to do that for 20 minutes a day. It's hard, it's challenging, but that's how you get mentally tougher.
Every single day if you buy in and listen. Like he said about being locked in, Kobe Bryant, right? He did one shot in the free throw line, just one basic shot for 2 hours. He didn't take another shot, but he was so locked in mentally, he saw the black screen that he was like, I'm gonna need this shot at some point. For 2 hours, the same tedious one shot to master it. This is a camp where you guys are gonna get better. Just listen and buy in and work hard. I promise you guys, you guys get better. Keep working.
We're gonna work on an inverted drag as he cuts me off. The rest of us, when the ball gets in our left hand, we're playing off of hesitation options.
This kid right now is watching your every move, you don't know it. So you have to live your life like this kid is watching your every move and you're giving him the best example to follow. Because one day, he may be you. And he's gonna have to do it for the next generation. So that's really cool. Whether he gets the credit or not, I've never seen nothing like it. So, Nate Robbins.
Appreciate that, Mark. Well, first and foremost, man, it's always an honor, to be here to speak to you guys. One, coming from my big bro, man, he's one of the reasons why I attended Rainier Beach. I used to live right down the street, and my whole family went to Garfield. You know, being at Beach and coming from Seattle, Washington, being here, it really meant something to me. Like deep down inside my heart, the passion. Like what I saw what Ma did was like magic to me. It's like a show. And I'm like, man, he plays like this every night. Coming, making the teammates better, he's throwing crazy passes, rapping around like N1 mixtape. He's turning around, he's having fun. I'm like, man, he's really enjoying himself. I was like, I want to be a part of that. And Coach Mike had me on varsity, he had me swinging, but in practice, nobody wanted to really guard Jamal. They were scared to get crossed. So I was like, you know what? This is how I'm gonna make my name, by being a hard worker. You know, I didn't have a jump shot, but my greatest gift to the game was my energy. I've thrived off just energy alone.
I get emotional when I tell stories.
You know, sometimes you have to do that. And it's okay sometimes to be an overachiever.
Every year is a fight, especially being my height.
You know, Seattle's always slept on, man, so I always wish we had opportunities like this.
I seen what the bottom was like. I was drafted 60th pick. So a lot of people can't say they've seen both.
Coming from right here, Seattle, Washington, right down the street. And this is the best place to be from, Washington, man. Like people will really open their eyes and seeing what we have created here. You know, so you guys, it's not just about competing against each other. Like we're competing against other states, other kids everywhere around the world. And so when you guys are representing for your mom, your dad, you guys are representing the state of Washington alone as well. So when you guys poop and you guys go places, understand what you're carrying is bigger than you.
Back again. Back again, man.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta represent that. And that's how you guys gotta present your game to everybody like it's a present. Every Christmas, you guys happy to what? Open them presents and see what you got. That's how your game needs to be for everybody else that's watching.
So when there's 20,000 people and I'm at the free throw line and they're chanting MVP, I dreamed of that shit. So I already seen it. Everything that you guys might have seen me do before, I've seen it before. I already did it in my head. Like when I say I love it, like basketball was the first thing. Jamal had said it. Before I knew what love was, like that was the first thing I loved. So like I'll do whatever it takes to be great.
It's just the pure love of the game, and that's what's dying right now. Like everybody's into instant gratification. How many likes can I get? How many retweets? Where's the love for the game? I tweeted something a couple months ago, and I tweeted it because I was actually doing it at that time. I said, how many people right now, instead of having a trainer, that's a blessing to be able to have a trainer, but how many people right now are just walking down the street with their ball going to the park to shoot? That's dead.
You love it.
And the pure love got to come back for it. If you love the game, if you truly love the game, if you love the game like that, the game will love you right back.
I mean, I got a question for y'all. How would I word this, Mom? Let me see. As you guys are competing against each other, and you guys are filling out your game of who you are individually, what would you guys do? What would you guys do to make it to the top of the pinnacle, to the highest level? And that's WNBA. What would you sacrifice? Like, what would you do to make it? No, I'm just saying, like, what'd you sacrifice to be the best in the world at what you do? That's like saying to have Steph Curry's jump shot. Are you guys willing to put in 1,000 jumpers every single day? Honestly. Honestly, because I mean, I know that's tough to do. Are you willing to go in the gym and work on your game faithfully?
I was a really hard worker. My pops, I had the luxury. My dad was an NFL player, played for a couple years back in the 80s, so he was able to teach me the ropes really fast. My dad was, he's really tough on me. My mom worked 2 jobs for 7 years to be able to let me play basketball, but I didn't have opportunity to go to a lot of camps. You definitely have to be on your grind. You can't be messing around, you can't be bullshitting. I take 300, 400 shots a day, since I was 15, 16 years old. My dad was on me, making me go outside. For people who don't have a father in here, it's tough, but you still have to make yourself go out there and do it if that's what you want to do. If that's your end goal, you gotta make sure you have that in your sight at all times. School comes into that. I went to UCLA. I had to take the SAT 6 times. A lot of people don't know that. It was hard for me to get into school. I used to do lunges on the football field, 100 yards, I'm doing backwards. 80 yards, doing backwards, 60 backwards. And I'll do a different workout where, the hashes on the football line, jump the hashes.
When I talked about Michael Jordan and different guys, success leaves clues. It's not by accident this guy can fly through the air. Look at what he was doing. You guys heard the Vertimax? Before, when Zach really started jumping, they said he was living on the Vertimax. So it's not an accident he's jumping this high. Like, you gotta put in the work. There's no way around it.
If you don't use it, you lose it. But I did a lot of, I did a lot of stuff, man. My dad was really tough on me. I didn't have a regular child. I was almost sheltered as a kid. I didn't go to a lot of parties. I got my first girlfriend when I was 17 years old. My dad didn't let me do a lot of stuff. So the main thing, I would come home from school, I would go right outside. I had a routine. I had to shoot 500, 600 shots. I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons. I had to watch basketball. My dad would beat my ass if he saw something like, if he saw cartoons or something. No, Big Will know. Big Will know me since I was a little kid. It was tough, man. But I think me and my dad are best friends. At the end of the day, everything paved its way through. He used to like trick me, give me mind tricks. We'll go work out 5 days in a row, 6 days in a row, doing all my shots, and then he'll let me, hey, take a couple days off. But he would be testing me to figure out if I wanted to go shoot again. So if I didn't come to him and be like, hey, let's go shoot, he had to come to me. He knew he would be able to, let me know, hey, look, you have to want this. I can't want it for you. I can't jump in your body. You have to want it for you, because there's 1,000 kids out there that want it as hard as you do. They have a worse situation than we're in right now. So it's a tough balance. My dad even said, if we're not friends at the end of this, I know it'll be worth it, because I got you to where you got to be at. At the end of the day, we're this close. You can be a role player. You can be a starter, you can be a perennial all-star, you can be a Hall. I want to be one of them dudes that people talk about, you know, for generations to come. It's the thing that drives you. You know, I can take 15 shots, I'll miss all of them. I can give a damn, I'm gonna go take the next one. I think that's the thing that makes people great too. Kobe Bryant, one of the biggest dudes with confidence is Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas got the most outstanding confidence.
Man, I go in there like, I'm the best player in the world.
You know, I feel like everybody from Seattle got that little, you know, everybody can dribble, they can shoot, they got that swag to them.
It's tough for me to watch people who disrespect the game. I'm gonna be at you every day. Every day, it doesn't matter. Every day, I gotta get it. Like, I'm better than this guy. I was supposed to come off the bench my first All-Star year.
Nobody knows that. But
they don't say that.
Yeah.
So that's every year I've had to deal with something. So that year I was supposed to be the sixth man. Average 29 a game, bro, and I get traded. So when they were trying to be at me last year, it hurt. Cause I'm like, bro, I worked way too hard. And y'all seen it though. Like this situation I'm in now, I'm going to Denver, I'm gonna come off the bench, I'm cool with that. Don't let me get a real opportunity. Because it's a wrap. I've already done it so many times, every year. 8 years straight, bro. Whatever opportunity you guys get, bro, like you gotta take full advantage of it every single time. Because you never know what's gonna happen, especially when you get to the highest level, overseas. When you get paid to play the game, it's not the game you play out there no more. It's just, that was my story, that was my 8 years, this is my 8th year. I went from about to sign a $200 million contract to signing a 2-year, 1 year, $2 million contract, which I'm not tripping off that. But that's how fast they can try to take something from you.
We love you, man.
Yeah.
Because IT didn't answer it, so is the NBA rigged or what?
Is the NBA rigged? Nah, IT didn't answer that? What'd he say? What'd he say?
No, I will let you get the last question.
Do you guys think the NBA is rigged?
Man, they already got me on everything. I know not to talk no more. You was on the road. I want to donate to the camp. So like, there's some exclusives. I don't know who, maybe the best.
Okay, what we're gonna do is
they're exclusive, bro.
Open them up. Let's see you donate. Just contributing to.
Oh wow. Those are beyond exclusive. Y'all see these? Y'all can't buy these. These exclusive. What's your number 3 on there?
Stop it.
You know I know.
Zeke taking care of his community. Give it to the next generation. That's what it's about.
Let's see the other one's a little different.
We gonna have to. We gonna figure this out. Hey, hold on. I gotta give my man a hug. I gotta give my brother a hug, man. For real, bro.
Player edition, Kobe Bryant that nobody has. I mean, there's only me, Devin Booker, and DeMar DeRozan that got their own customized Kobe. So it's just a gift to however they give it to the players that attend this camp. I just feel like it'll be something special. I was always one of them kids that wanted professional athletes, you know, wristband, headband, jersey, or shorts or something. So, I mean, I got so many shoes and so many that you can't get. But I feel like it'll be a cool little gift for somebody.
Yeah. Shout out to Axel Leon and it's on 100 to 1. Shout out to Jay Dillon and Tribe Conquest. This is the Countdown Challenge. Look, the answer to life is 42. One for all, one is for you. God can take a life and produce more like 40 do. I would rip hard cause basketball I know well, but oh well, I couldn't say our fans cause that's so 12. I'm trying to ball like Jamal does in one-on-one. I know his son, he be hooping like he on his sons. Soon to come, I put on for where I'm from. So these top 10 are for my friends out of Washington.
Like you said, we've seen some nice moves and nice shots, but everybody too nice. So we gotta take things more personal. I know you guys are all homeboys, but you gotta take it more personal when you get between these lines. You heard Isaiah talk just yesterday. You guys playing behind him, letting him catch the ball, backing up, letting him do everything. Like I've always been an offensive player, but when I play offense, I'm always also defensive minded too. Like I don't want my guys scoring.
Shouldn't listen to the ghost if you was never insane, never the same. Once you learn to weather the pain, maybe be never indicted, never arraigned.
gonna gas me and put me on Insta, but I told him, you thought you were gonna gas me, you're just promoting me, man. You thought you were gonna gas me.
You don't want to see me in the ones, man.
So 5, 10, 15. They got a chance to get through.
But, okay,
You know what I mean? So half of them gonna weed themselves out like that.
So we can choose to open it up, or we can choose to select 6 days.
I was thinking that too, but they get it.
Okay, cool. So, Will, you guys agree to say 1 and 2? Okay, so you say that.
You see what I said?
What?
That's my point.
What's your point?
Kenny has a shot on threes.
So he didn't make it.
But he's still the best shooter here. Of course, Kenny's one of the best shooters. But this camp, he hasn't been shooting that many
And
threes.
she hasn't either. That's why she can't be in the 3.
She hasn't either.
She goes
Right.
big.
That's a fact.
She doesn't go big. She'll be upset.
To put her, Kenny.
Like bro, Antonio was hitting yesterday, but he only did one day.
We have ball in.
Tyler Patterson.
They say he was the best shooter in the state.
Yeah, he's up here somewhere. Maybe he wasn't, but he's supposed to be up here.
I was gonna put him right here.
That's gonna cause controversy. He didn't have enough attempts at the Crawford camp to be in there.
Then from there, we go directly into our playoff. We are 5-minute games. We've worked very, very hard this weekend. We're gonna give you guys not necessarily a day off, but we're gonna have some fun. Okay, basketball's all about fun. This is like All-Star Sunday. Family on 3, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna play 5-minute games. That's all we're doing.
We're peeling back layers right now, right? We're all progressions. We're building up. So now we're about to start playing. When we start playing, we want to see things we worked on transfer to the games. Don't get out there and run around with a chicken with your head cut off. Still make the open pass, still make your teammates better. Still try to implement what we've been working on for the last hour and a half to go.
You know, we're at the age of performance, right? It's down to a science. Like, you literally go to college and they're keeping stats on you about performance and your good days and your bad days. So, you know, you want to be doing all you can to perform. You know, we have to rely on mental toughness when we're out there performing. And so, you know, you got to make sure you're caring for all aspects of who you are as an individual, these wonderful vehicles that you have. You know, as you grow, things will change. You got to kind of, it's a sense of knowing your body. And, you know, it's like, you know, health is a journey.
But obviously the SAT component is so important. It's even more important than this, because if you don't get this, you can't do that.
If you look on the NCAA website, there's a sliding scale for eligibility. Depends on your GPA.
Him, what he's saying is, he'll give you guys a test. You can take it home. You don't have to do it at camp. You can take it home. Do your best on the test. He'll give you his email. You guys can send it to him. He'll tell you what you need to improve on, so when the real test comes, you're not caught off guard. Everything we're doing, we're trying to prepare you for later. It's not about now, it's about later. So you gotta think big picture, but still take it day by day. Cole, what's he doing?
I see a lot of easy penetration. I don't see a lot of people lending any help anywhere. Ball's top of the key in an isolation situation. Ball's here. We got a defender here. We're encouraging this drive. Our job is to be in the gap, discouraging his drop and making them.
You two running the pick and roll with John.
To the board. You gotta go to the board. You clash the glass. You gotta cut. Cut to the basket.
Let's get these guys looks.
And then we go into our wide pin down screens and we're going from there.
Everybody else is top 30 holds. That's good. At some point in your life, you guys are going to win or lose the game at the free throw line. I promise you. Come on, focus, concentrate. Concentrate.
Knock it down.
And
1, 2, 3.
I think it's really, really good to be able to see exactly what we're explaining so you guys understand a little bit better. And as you guys continue to go to college, in the NBA and WNBA and beyond, it's all about film study. But today it's just on pin downs. Everybody sees the finished product of them making a tough shot, but watch their footwork leading into it. So we can start the tape. Watch JJ come around the pick. He slows down, then speeds up again. He gets Avery to relax. As soon as he does that, he takes off again. Great shooters only need a second. Every offensive player is looking for space. So once you get that second, that's it. That's the fade we were working on. He keeps curling, now he sets up the fade. Fade again. Remember yesterday we were talking about the inside plant? That was it. Get your feet set, get your body squared. A lot of percentages come down because people don't get squared. It takes a lot of energy, and the best players are in the best shape. The higher you go, the higher level, the harder it becomes to score. You gotta use your teammates, use each other. But if you can score this way, you can play with anybody. Anybody will love you. You can go play with LeBron James, because he's gonna have the ball. You can play with Chris Paul, he's gonna have the ball.
It's that feeling when you win it. It's that feeling when you win it. What you saying live? Yeah, cause I'm about to change the game, yeah. We are, swear. Saying live. It's authentic, don't ask me whose style is this. I'm on vision and purchasing palaces. 574 New Balances, all flavors, shit, it gives sneakerheads paralysis.